I thank and welcome you all, President Christian, faculty, staff, supporters, friends, family, and fellow graduates. I'm honored to stand before you as your 2018 Salutatorian. Looking back, I wish I had enrolled in that public speaking class, but here goes nothing. The last 4 years were filled with great change. For our campus, for the world, for us. At SUNY New Paltz, we were the first to experience the new Wooster, Science, and Ridgeview halls, as well as the newly renovated library. For those living on campus, remember when Ridgeview first opened? Chaos broke out over who would get to live in that hotel-like dorm. As our campus changed, so did the world, and trying times resulted in movements and marches. People are looking to our generation as a force for great change. Today, I'll be speaking about 4 things I discovered that led to positive change: hard work, community, adaptability, and personal happiness. Hard work. In high school, I received a 1 on the AP Language and Composition exam, the lowest score possible. Clearly, I'm not a genius. When I saw that big 1 staring back at me, I knew I had to change my mentality and work harder. My commitment to my GPA became so strong that sophomore year, I actually attended class the day after I was discharged from the hospital for an emergency appendectomy. Painfully, I was shuffling my way through the halls because I wanted that A. Before I knew it, I went from a 1 on an AP to a 4.0 GPA as a student athlete, proving you do not necessarily need to be the smartest to create success. Failure is simply an opportunity for growth and improvement. Community. Living a meaningful life depends upon your connections to others. I share this podium with all of you because our success depends on community, and community depends on success. One is nothing without the other. So here's to my freshman year roommate who did my laundry in the midst of back-to-back exams, and to my housemate who assisted me in writing this speech. So if you don't like it, I'm more than willing to share the blame. Oh yeah, and to you too, Mom and Dad. But everyone, please take a second to think of that person who helped you through a difficult time or did you a seemingly trivial favor. That's how we get by. Prioritize relationships and cultivate connections, because through all the chaos and craziness, we need one another. Adaptability. Be prepared to not be prepared. Studying abroad in Florence, Italy, and traveling across Europe, my friends and I found ourselves adapting to pickpockets, scammers, missed trains, broken down buses, and terrorist warnings. Pasta was great though. In these cases, we adapted quickly, like how everyone's got their ponchos on right now. We gotta adapt. But in other cases, it may take longer. During one of my first games on the New Paltz women's soccer team, I tore my ACL, requiring surgery. Devastated, I was without soccer for 10 months. Then there was physical therapy 3 times a week, a mile walk each way, on crutches, as if the initial transition to college wasn't hard enough. Hobbling through humanities, on the verge of a mini breakdown, I had to adapt. Sitting out the rest of the season gave me more time to study, weight train, mentally train, and visit home to ease that first semester homesickness. Part of adapting to the bad is recognition of the good. In the next chapters of our lives, our malleability will be put to the test by strenuous graduate classes and demanding bosses. Remain adaptable. Personal happiness. One of my favorite quotes is, "You have to fight the hardest for the things you love the most." Some will leave here certain of happiness in a well-chosen career. But if you're leaving here uncertain of your path, Celebrate the success of your degree and education, but don't let your degree alone define you. Pursuit of happiness is a winding path. So after analyzing my strengths, I decided to completely change careers and go for a second bachelor's degree in nursing. I think it's a good idea, but hopefully not just adding to student loans. It's difficult to change paths, but the ultimate goal is happiness, isn't it? So I hope you all find and understand what brings you joy, regardless of the difficult road it may present you. If it's what you're already doing, I applaud you. Continue on your path. If it's not, don't be afraid of the appearance of failure. Work hard, appreciate and lean on your community, adapt when needed, and discover what you love. When you find it, fight the hardest for that. It will be worth it. Congratulations, class of 2018.